Amen. I'm going to invite you to turn to Ezekiel chapter 9. Every now and then I get so excited about preaching, I skip something in the service. I don't think I did that today. In Collinsville one time, funny story. Somebody had the bright idea of putting the special music in between the scripture reading and the sermon. There was special music that day. They just kept right on going. The choir stood up, the choir sat down, everybody laughed. I didn't think I said anything funny, but they found out later I skipped the choir, so won't put anything in. That never happened again. So I'm going to read chapter 9 in Ezekiel. And for those of you who read, who were able to, if you read ahead, we'll read chapter 9. Then I heard him call out in a loud voice, "Bring the guards of the city here, each with a weapon in his hand." And I saw 6 men coming from the direction of the upper gate, which faces north, each with a deadly weapon in his hand. With them was a man clothed in linen, who had a writing kit at his side. They came in and stood beside the bronze altar. Now the glory of the God of Israel went up from above the cherubim where it had been, and moved to the threshold of the temple. Then the Lord called to the man clothed in linen, who had the writing kit at his side, and said to him, "Go throughout the city of Jerusalem and put a mark on the foreheads of those who grieve and lament over the detestable things that I have done in it." As I listened, he said to the others, "Follow him through the city and kill without showing pity or compassion. Slaughter old men, young men, and maidens, women, and children, but do not touch anyone who has the mark. Begin at my sanctuary." So they began with the elders who were in front of the temple. Then he said to them, "Defile the temple, and fill the courts with the slain. Go." So they went out and began killing throughout the city. While they were killing, and I was left alone, I fell face down, crying out, "Ah, sovereign Lord, are you going to destroy the entire remnant of Israel in this outpouring of your wrath on Jerusalem?" He answered me, "The sin of the house of Israel and Judah is exceedingly great, and the land is full of bloodshed, and the city is full of injustice. They said, 'The Lord has forsaken the land. The Lord does not see.' So I will not look on them with pity or spare them, but I will bring down on their own heads what they have done." Then the man in linen, with the writing kit at his side, brought back word, saying, "I have done as you commanded." If you read Ezekiel 1 through 3 and Revelation 1 and 4, you should have seen strong parallels between what Ezekiel describes when he sees the glory of the Lord and what John sees when he sees the throne of God in heaven and one like the Son of Man. Because since they're both seeing the same thing, they're both seeing the glory of God, the descriptions are going to be very similar. And they both see 4 living creatures, and they describe them as looking like a lion, an ox, a man, and an eagle. They both use images of rushing water to describe sounds that they heard. When they realized what they were seeing, they both fall face down. John is trying to tell us, that's John's way of telling us that what he sees is what Ezekiel saw. And the time that John lived in were much the same as the time that Ezekiel lived in. And if you want to know early your assignment for next week, if you want one a little bit longer, and it could be even longer if you want, it's to read Ezekiel 4 through 10. That's 7 chapters. That's only 1 per day, though, if you start today. And that's what we'll be talking about today, basically Ezekiel 4 through 10. But if you want to get ahead of the curve, and you want to read clear on to chapter 24, and I know that's a lot. That's 3 chapters per day. That's doable. I mean, think of all the things you do 3 times a day. So it's doable. Sometimes we look at the Bible and we say that's a lot to read, but a little bit of time, we can get there. But you're going to come across some things and some odd things as you read. But keep in mind that the nation of Israel here is in exile in Babylon. They're not home. They're exiled. They weren't living in the promised land. And they weren't living like they belonged in the promised land. As glorious as it was when the Israelites came out of Egypt and then marched into the promised land and crossed the Jordan River into the promised land, and they divided up the land, they blew away Jericho and all that. They were wrong. They got it wrong. And God sent them into exile in Babylon. And so, and they weren't living there in the promised land. And God is in the process of punishing them. And he tells them in chapter 5 that even the survivors will be scattered to the 4 winds. And anytime they talk about the 4 winds of the earth, it's the same 4 winds in Revelation 7:1. It's a reference to being scattered all over the earth. And you know, hopefully you know when the Bible talks about the four corners of the earth, you all know that the earth is round and doesn't have corners. And so obviously that's a metaphor. And so a third of the people are going to die by plague, famine, and sword. In Revelation 6:6, when the fourth seal is open and death and Hades get released, they killed by what? Sword, famine, plague, and wild beasts. In Revelation 8:9, as the trumpets are sounding, a third of various things are destroyed. John is drawing on Ezekiel's imagery to tell us that he's living in the same days as Ezekiel, seeing the same things, because in the first century, the nation of Israel was physically in the promised land. They were physically, their carcasses were where they belonged, but they were being governed by the Roman Empire. So physically they weren't in exile, but in every other sense of the word, they were still very much in exile. They were home, but not home. Somebody else was ruling over them. They weren't allowing themselves to be governed by the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. In Ezekiel 7, you'll read about things like the end, disaster, and doom. That's not good stuff. Those three words just aren't good. But there'll be no escaping the judgment of God. Everyone will be subject to it. In Ezekiel 6:14, we read the phrase, God says, then they will know that I am the Lord. And it's important to understand that God's punishment wasn't simply about him getting revenge. It's God reminding the people that the only one worthy of worship is him. So then they will know that I am God. When the Ten Commandments start, we tend to focus on the do's and don'ts. But the first thing God said was, I am the God who brought you out of Egypt. The most important thing for them to know is who God is. When Jesus came along, the big question was, who do people say I am? Who is he? Is he just some really nice guy? Or is he the King of Kings and Lord of Lords? Then they will know that they are God. God wants to remind us again that he's the only one worthy of worship. He allowed them to prosper. But when they gave the glory to themselves, if you ever prosper, and you ever feel like you need to give glory to yourself and pat yourself on the back, duck. Because God allowed you to prosper. He gave you everything you have. And if we fail to worship him, we fail to give him glory, judgment's coming. And God doesn't put up with glory going to anybody else. A couple weeks ago, it was Palm Sunday, we sang that song, all glory, laud, and honor to thee, Redeemer King. And in Ezekiel chapter 8, and this is a broad brush summary, you're going to read about the ugly, detestable things that they're doing. The house of Israel is doing. God shows Ezekiel all these things. And in 8:12 says, Son of man, have you seen what the elders of the house of Israel are doing in the darkness? Each at the shrine of his own idol. You see them doing things that are even more detestable. Look around, church. Everyone wants to do their own thing at their own shrine and give glory to anyone and everyone but God. It's so bad that in chapter 9, the chapter that we read, God calls a man clothed in linen with a writing table. Somebody that can write, he says, go out throughout the city of Jerusalem, put a mark on the foreheads of those who grieve and lament over the detestable things that are done. Those people who are sickened by evil practices. Those people who don't like sin get a mark on their foreheads. And when those who are sent to slaughter follow the man giving the marks, they'll slaughter anyone who doesn't have that mark. And that sounds a little bit harsh, but that's how it goes. They're going to start at the temple and the temple courts, and then throughout the city. It's God even says to defile the temple. God's telling him to do things that he would have in the past. He told him not to do by not defiling the temple. But he's like, no, you've got it so wrong. You've got it so wrong. This is how it has to be. And he gets to the point where Ezekiel says, "Oh, sovereign Lord, are you really? Are you going to destroy the entire remnant? Are you going to destroy everybody because of this?" And God says, "The sin of the house of Israel and Judah is exceedingly great. The land is full of bloodshed, and the city is full of injustice. I will bring down on their own heads what they have done." Now, if you remember when they're getting ready to go into the promised land, God said if they didn't follow and serve him, the land would literally, and this isn't my metaphor, vomit you out. Well, vomiting is never good, is it? It's never pleasant. It's never, you might feel a little better when you're done, but it's never, the process is never good. Well, this is what it looks like for them to be vomited out of the land. God chose the metaphor. It's just not pleasant. And I will bring down on their own heads what they have done. He says that when God told him, if you do this, I'm going to do this. And when they do this, what kind of a God would he be if he didn't follow through with this punishment? His glory demands it. Any mom or dad who's ever punished a child knows how it works. You've all punished your children. Did you enjoy it? Was it even close to being fun? But you had to follow through. What kind of parents that make you if you only get empty threats? It's never pleasant for anybody involved, but it's necessary. Why? Because you want your kid to be better. You don't want your kid to be like, do you ever see somebody out there? I don't like the fact I do that. I do this sometimes on my people watch. It was a little bit different before I had kids. Well, my kid would never do that. And your kid's in there like, ooh. So that's not a secret my kid do that. It changes your opinion. It's like, you're not supposed to do that, But then you see somebody else whose kid is really bad, and you're like, oh, it's not as bad as that kid. And so, but you have to follow through on the punishment. The only ones spared in Ezekiel's day are the ones with the mark, indicating they were upset at the sin of the nation. Those who went along with the sin, either by turning a blind eye to it or embracing it, were going to be destroyed rapidly. If you had a mark on your forehead, you were spared because that mark meant you had a different mindset than those who embraced it. In Jewish culture, remember I said your forehead was a reference to your way of thinking, your worldview. John picks up on this imagery in Revelation, relating it to what has become known as the mark of the beast. Now, a lot has been written on this thing. People try to figure out what it is, but John borrows this imagery from Ezekiel. And John didn't make this up. He didn't see it for the first time. Ezekiel already seen it. In Revelation 13:16, we read that the enemy forced everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on his right hand or his forehead so that no one could buy or sell unless he has the mark. Look around, church. They're trying to force their way of thinking on us. To the point where they're finding people and throwing people in jail for not thinking a certain way. They're forcing their mark on us. Nobody in God's kingdom is forcing anything in. We're just trying to get people to repent of sin. And you don't have to. You do if you want to go to heaven. You don't have to if you want to just kind of keep doing what you're doing. They're forcing their worldview on as many people as they can. And they're doing it in such a way that it looks nice. Which means how we act, how we carry out our worldview, which is symbolized by your right hand. In Ephesians chapter 1, it's probably another sermon for another day, but in Ephesians 1:13 we read when it says, Paul in the letter to Ephesians says, you also were included in Christ when you heard the word of truth, your gospel of salvation, having believed, you were marked in him with the seal of the promised Holy Spirit, who is a deposit guaranteeing our inheritance for the redemption of those who are God's possession for the praise of his glory. The mark on your forehead is the way you think. If you've been filled by the Spirit, then you are marked for salvation. You are marked for glory. And the enemy can't touch you. But that means we think like Jesus does. We behave the way Jesus does. We've made up our minds about what we believe. Do we believe in the Holy Spirit? Or do we believe in the world's way of thinking? If we lived in Ezekiel's day, would this guy put a mark on your forehead? Or would he look at you and be like, I kept right on going? It's only marked foreheads of those who believe the right stuff. And if we lived in John's day, we do live in John's day, by the way, what would the mark on your forehead be? Because these are the days of Ezekiel. I don't know if we're going to try to sing that song or not. It's a little bit hard to sing for all of us. But these are the days of John from Revelation. Our foreheads will tell the story. Are we going to believe God's word or worldly nonsense? And the worldly nonsense is advancing rapidly. And they're relentless. They are relentless. We have to be more relentless. We have to be more relentless. It's hard to be more relentless sometimes than the enemy. It really is. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I just want to take a break. And kind of breathe and think about something else for a minute. But the question comes down to whose glory we seek. We don't glorify ourselves. We glorify God. God's glory leaves the temple. In Ezekiel chapter 10. His glory leaves the temple. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine what that must have looked like if God's glory all of a sudden would be like, you know what? God says, I'm out of here. I've had enough. I can't stand being in your presence anymore. God's glory leaves the temple because the people didn't give him the glory due his name. Now, God's glory is an amazing thing. And for his glory to leave the temple was significant. Now, the temple didn't fall down. It didn't go away, and I'm sure the next day people showed up to do their thing in the temple. But God's glory wasn't there. And sadly today there are many fine-looking structures masquerading as churches on Sunday morning, doing all the stuff, singing the same songs they used to sing, but they've so abandoned God that his glory isn't there. And they're destined for destruction. And they might look like church, smell like church, and all that stuff, but it's, what do we believe? What do they believe? Far too many people are giving glory to things other than Almighty God. Ezekiel and John both saw this. Marks are being made. God is marking people by filling them with his Holy Spirit. The enemy is forcing his mark on people by forcing them to embrace ways of thinking that are contrary to the gospel of Jesus Christ. They're warning us. And it all has to do with your view of sin. It all has to do with your view of sin. In Ezekiel's day, those who were saddened and lamented the sin of the nation were marked and spared. In John's vision, the enemy is trying to force his view of sin on the people. Don't let the world tell you that it's okay to sin and embrace the latest perversion. The world's not trying to advance the gospel. The world is just trying to... I'm not really sure what they're trying to do. The enemy comes to what? Steal, kill, and destroy. Jesus came to have life. We want God's glory in this place. It'd be a sad day if the glory of God ever left because we embraced the world and gave glory to ourselves. Do we deserve glory? We don't want glory. No. All glory, love, honor to you, and let's give him glory. And so, can't think of a better song to do that with than 493. But let's pray. Father God, we thank you, Lord, for your glory. We pray, Lord, that it would be here, that it would never depart here. Lord, may your glory never leave Plum, because let us never leave you. Let us keep our eyes fixed on you. Lord, we don't want to embrace any type of sin. We want to embrace you. We want you to embrace us. We want you to show us the way. And we want to give you the glory that is due your name. It is in your name we pray. Amen.